Nice. Very nice. Front and back. Leader's garment. Quite happy.
It's alright, isn't it? Looks pretty good in that bad boy.
Excellent, I think the word you're looking for is... Look at that thing. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Beautiful.
Now, only if you're ready for this.
Welcome back to the OTB podcast, the original and still the best New Zealand mountain bike podcast, brought to you by Maxxis Tyres. From the Aspen to the High Roller to the Assegai, everything in between, Maxxis has you covered where your bike meets the dirt. And Fox Suspension, bringing you the most plush bouncers. I don't know what to throw in there, guys. Come on, join in with me. Give me some Fox Suspension.
Look,
get in there, Chris.
Well regarded as the best suspension in town.
Well, there you go. That's all we needed. I
Straight
butchered
from
that,
the
but hey, that's all right.
Horse's mouth.
Chris came in clutch.
Red Dog, how many slides are in tonight's slide deck?
It's not a slide deck tonight, actually. It's a document.
Really?
So, yeah.
It's a document.
You're not working on like an
kind of
investor's
document.
presentation or something?
Nah. Not doing. That's your guys' department. I'm just the talent. Like, you do all the behind the scenes. I just turn up.
Oh no, we just thought you were doing some actual work like you normally do, and then just partially partake in the podcast.
I'm working on a document, yeah.
How many screens have you got open?
2. Oh,
Two?
3, including the podcast phone.
I love the podcast phone. It's got
reliable.
a dedicated podcast
It's
phone.
reliable. Yep.
Red
Sure
Dog's
do.
got a dedicated podcast phone. He's serious about
Yep.
this. Speaking of
Yeah, I
serious,
turn it
though,
on for podcasting only. No, turn it off again.
and for watching Puff and Rock.
I have no idea what that is.
Neither. I
Neither
got told
do I.
about it, but we're not going anywhere near it.
But I've actually got some news, and I would say that Chris had got a little care package, but he hasn't yet because it's still in my garage. But Red Dog had a wee care package turn up, and
So Red Dog got a care package.
we've
I
got a
have.
nice new partner, Squirt Lubes. Squirt have
Jesus.
joined the podcast, and we are stoked to have them here. What I really enjoyed, guys, was that the team from Squirt were listeners of the podcast. You know, they became fans and then reached out to us, which I thought was quite cool. Wasn't
That
something we
that is really cool. It's also, they're probably going to be disappointed to hear that they don't actually have to sponsor the podcast because we probably already all buy their products.
I do.
Like
Yeah.
I've got some Squirt. You
Yeah.
know one of my favourite things is the little bottles? You know the tiny bottle you get for long rides? Have you got,
got
one
a
of
few
those?
of those here for you.
Yep.
Have you got some?
Yeah, we also need you close to your microphone. You're very hard to hear.
Do you
Hold
want
on.
a top tip there for the little bottles? When they run out, you can pull the little cap off them and fill them back
Refill
up.
them.
Mm.
Yeah,
Are we calling
Yeah.
that a top tip?
That is
It
a
is.
tip because you can refill them from the big one.
yeah.
I think that's the idea
Yeah.
of refills.
It's environmentally friendly, reusable.
What else do you do that
That's-
with in your life?
Shampoo. Takes the shampoo bottle to the hotel, you know, and they've got the refillable ones. He just
Yeah,
fills up
yeah,
his shampoo
yeah.
and takes it home again.
Yeah, gets
Yep,
a,
I do
gets a bit
that.
of stock when he's away on business, eh?
yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Got a collection of disposable toothbrushes at home.
Mm.
In New Zealand
Oh,
ones, eh?
refill.
Do they still give those away? That's my favourite thing, though, when you check into a hotel.
Every now and then.
Because I've
you
got
see
the
them.
terrible habit when I travel of either forgetting to take my toiletry bag or leaving it wherever I go. In fact,
That doesn't sound like you.
no,
That's not the Chris I know.
Well,
Mm.
friend of the show, Sam Horgan, once benefited from this. It's the last time I owned cologne was about 15 years ago. And it's because I left my toiletry bag at Sam Horgan's house, and then now he uses that cologne.
I have some of your contact lenses here if you need some.
Do you really? Because I ran out. I went a good 2 months without any, and it's pretty much the reason I didn't ride my trail bike.
This also sounds on
think
brand.
I may have thrown them out just recently. But yeah, I had them for like probably...
Why would
well, when did
throw
you
in the
live here?
contacts?
Probably
Oh.
like, I don't know.
4 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah. 5 years
That was
ago?
a while.
Yeah.
It was an important time. I grew a lot in that time as a
Like
person.
waistline or height or...
No, I did probably more riding than I'd done in years.
Ah,
Um,
right.
probably
Muscular.
lost a few
Muscular
kids,
growth.
actually.
Mm.
Yeah, skeletal
Growth
growth.
period.
Skeletal growth.
Skeletal growth. There's World Cup on the weekend.
What a
Would've
World
thought.
Cup too. How good. So you guys have been to
You know
Lake
what?
Placid.
Yeah.
Me and Red Dog are Lake Placid guys.
Different
We've been
times. KB
Yeah, it
went
was-
the year after me, I think.
Yeah, it was 2010 I was there.
Was this not the race where Red Dog you shat or washed in the river nearby where you were camping?
No. That was Bromont.
There's probably multiple places. That sounds like a Bromont story.
Yeah, we washed our clothes in the river and ourselves. The clothes.
And then you would have hit the water park.
Nah, so I never went to the water park on that trip.
You probably
I went a different time for about 10 minutes, and then lightning came, and we got shut down.
What a letdown.
Is that a water park that you ended up doing, like designing the water features for?
Nah. Neither was that one at KB or no, Mountain Creek. There was a real gnarly one there. Had like a loop-de-loop and stuff, yeah.
That one is an insane story if you can find the documentary. Class Action Park, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds
it's
good.
Wild.
It's fantastic. It's just from a wild, like, 90s era of they just built stuff and just gave it a shot. Like, I think someone died there in the end, didn't they, on like a mountain coaster or something?
Jesus.
Like that,
You sound like you're describing
sounded loose.
second
It
rate
was
mountain
right
team.
next to where the US Open was at Mountain Creek.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a fun bit of USA trivia. But Lake Placid, though, watching all the footage leading up, helmet cams, and I was like, man, this track looks awesome. It was natural, big rollers and that, but it was kind of boring to watch the broadcast.
It didn't race well.
No.
There were parts of it that were sick. But I agree, I watched the preview where Gwyn did a preview because he obviously helped build it. And I was like, man, this looks like it's going to be fucking awesome with all the line choice and it's super loose and everything. But it just didn't... I don't know.
It was good till about halfway down. And then they ran out of time and money. And then they just bulldozed the track down the piece.
Yeah,
There's
a lot of just going down a piste, which I'm sure would have been real fun on the bike because you were flying.
Yeah.
But watching it was a bit of a snooze fest down the bottom.
Yeah, I think part of what contributed to the snooze fest, though, and I say this with the utmost respect for the commentators, because commentating must be bloody hard, but it really highlighted how much you need a colour guy in the booth.
Rick had a cold, too.
I said
He was not
guy,
well.
not a coloured guy.
Rick's voice was not doing well.
No.
Yeah, he was struggling to keep up, wasn't he?
Got pretty tiresome watching it. I mean, the racing was pretty good. There was lots of good action going on. How's that gap that they were hitting up the top?
Oh,
There
savage.
was only like a handful of them hit. That was pretty cool. Past the tree. Lockie
Did
went down
Myers
there.
Smith hit that? I don't think
No,
he
he
did.
didn't.
No, he didn't.
No.
No.
Nah.
He was just fast in the loose Australian-style dirt.
I was getting visions of like Christchurch Adventure Park. Like it was just loose talcum powder, big rocks everywhere. Although they were more round boulders rather than like death rocks, like volcanic death rocks that you get in Christchurch. But
I tell you what, it must have been a bloody hard track to set up a bike for. Like,
yeah,
the big bomb holes. Like there were some guys that were just getting bucked through there, and some who weren't.
I wonder
Very
if the
different tracks, like top to bottom, eh?
I wonder if the electronic suspension was pretty handy through some of that stuff. Because it wasn't a ton of pedaling, so you probably could have run it as more of like a trail, like a firmed up mode for certain places maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. It'd be interesting to talk to someone that was running it, find that out, what they were doing.
Where's should Chewy? Jake. Can we still call him
I don't know
Chewy?
if... Yeah, that's his Instagram handle.
That's Instagram calls him that.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, about 15 seconds into Aaron Gwyn's run, I was like,
Aaron Gwyn's.
you know what's going through his mind? I'm too old for this shit. Fucking hell, he looked like he was just holding on for dear life. He was pushing it.
Where did he finish in the end?
He was
right.
he was just out of the top 10, I think. Like, wasn't
That's
bad.
pretty good. That's
But,
pretty
man,
good.
He was
13th.
on one, but Jesus Christ, he looked like he was having to hang it out to make it work.
Yeah, there's a few people that looked like that. There's a few people that looked like they were fast, but a bit uncomfortable. And then there was a few people that just looked like they were just at home. Like, they kind of had it pretty dialed.
I was gutted for Emery because he looked like he had it dialed. And then his crash was weird.
Yeah, that was a bizarre
Yeah.
one.
He slid a lot too. Did you notice that? I thought that was
Yeah,
funny.
where he went down was pretty fast. It was like his bike unweighted at the wrong time, and then the front just pushed out on him, and he went sliding. Loris's crash as well. Bad day for Commissar in the elite
God,
man.
that looked horrible. Fuck, I thought that
That
was
was
going to be
dirty.
bad. Yeah.
He did well to hold on for that extra split second. Otherwise, he was
If
dead.
he had hit that berm rather than
Oh.
kind of like bouncing with the way he did, man, that could have been disastrous.
That had real lawn dart vibes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
It was
Like
bad.
lawn dart straight into the side of a berm vibes. Blech.
Yeah, it's brutal. Good result for Luke Meyer-Smith, though. Joins a
Huge result.
pretty illustrious group of World Cup winners.
Yeah.
It's good to hear a real like bogan Australian accent in a post-race interview again.
I know.
Like, I love
I know.
Troy, but he's not Australian enough for me.
He's too
Yeah.
professional.
And
This
his
is
brother
accounting
running
background.
in there like,
So
Aussie shit kickers. It was so good.
Yeah.
The brother, Remy running in there, it got a bit awkward. He just didn't let go of it. It was slightly too long, where he just held on to him around the
Hey.
waist.
I don't
Look,
think
he's
either of them
excited.
knew what the hell was going on.
No.
Where was the
I don't know
where
if
was the flock of other pros? Like usually they just hug it, like they all hug each other. Do they
They're
not
all
like
hugging it out.
I don't know
Maybe
if
he
you
was
guys
too far on
caught
the other
this,
side of the keyhole.
but
Yeah,
when who came down after him?
Look, sure.
Yeah, when Lucas Shaw came in and crossed the line, and I think it was still a while after Luca had gotten off his bike, Remy's bike was still lying in the
Yeah,
dirt.
it was just
Next to the
hanging
fence.
out.
It's still lying in the dirt.
I was like,
Yeah.
he's thrown it down, his brother's picked him up, they've already gone to the pub. They're hammered already.
Fantastic.
They're off.
Yeah, they're already
Yeah.
doing burnouts in the car park. Someone's
Yeah,
already got
they
the
were-
pit bike out.
Someone had turned up in an HQ holding.
Yeah.
They were out of there.
Yeah. Chris Kavaric was there just doing shoeies
Yeah.
straight away.
Did you guys see that Remy, his brother, got fined €200 for being in the keyhole when he wasn't allowed to,
Yeah.
or something along those
Yeah.
lines?
That's worth
Yeah.
it. You'd take it.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Swiss
take that
francs.
any day
It's
of the
always
week.
Swiss
francs,
francs.
yeah.
Yeah. It's always Swiss francs.
Swiss francs America, what do you do with those?
That was Giants' first win since '97. First elite men's downhill
Yeah.
World Cup. win.
Now,
So
was it?
Danny won in 2011, obviously.
Mm.
Rachel Atherton won on a Giant in 2006 in Brazil.
Yeah.
But Tomac
It was
was the last
Tomac,
person
right?
to win for Giant, but it was on an Intense.
Was it
In
Tomac?
97.
It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
Warner. 'Cause they were
Warner
talking
won in
about it.
'96,
Right,
but on a Giant.
right.
So Tomac
Tomac
rode
won in
a
97.
Giant. Yeah, a Giant branded Intense and won in '97.
Did Tomac
No,
win
it's-
more recently than Warner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I
It's
was about to
crazy.
say. Yeah.
I bet
Was he
Tomac
pretty
raced the
long
cross
in the
country as
tooth
well.
by then?
He must have been reasonably old at that point.
He
But,
would have been, but he would have been like also racing the
sound
cross
like
country and the hill
No, my
climb.
Johnny T facts.
Yeah, there's this period of Giant like that I kind of. It's like I feel like Warner would have been on like maybe that was even like an ATX. It would have been like an ATX in '96. That's going back a bit, but not the like ATX DH, like the older when they were still almost like an
the
XC
old
bike.
one.
Didn't
Yeah,
they
it
have
was
a
that
Miles
one.
full-shot version of it
Rockwell
at one
won
point?
Worlds in 2001 on an ATX DH.
Oh, I reckon it was 2000.
2000
it was
Sierra
2000.
Nevada.
Giant
yeah.
is
Oh,
Yeah, it was
one of
because
the most-
Durango was 2001.
yeah.
Giant's one of the most random race brands. Like they're crushing it at the moment in both XC and downhill.
With Alan
Like,
Hassel.
yeah, and they've been around forever, but they
This
like are
They're so
always lurking in the
visible.
background. Yeah,
they're
They
just
go-
like I don't know. They just feel like they've been invisible to me for so long.
peaks and troughs, I reckon.
Yeah,
Like they're peaking obviously with Alan Hasley at the moment, and then Luke's one, and then they were big in like remember the Duncan Riffle, Andrew Neathling,
yeah. Riffle,
Danny
Neathling, Danny
days?
Hart.
but they never
That was
seem
pretty big.
they never seem to go out and sign a big name. They always seem to end up with someone who comes into form.
Well, they sign like the second tier
Yeah,
guy.
which is probably pretty smart.
Do you know what my favourite Giant era was?
Yes,
Jared Rando and Emile Cavalier.
That's a good era. Yeah.
Give me
That's
some of that
good.
Giant era.
Yeah.
Okay. Giant DH team, like the black one that you could buy that was in the team colours, or the blue
Yeah.
one with Dorados.
Oh, blue with Dorados all day.
For me, it's the blue one. For me,
Even if it was the black one with red Boxer
with-
World Cups.
Yeah,
With
actually
the-
the black with the
yeah, nah,
boxes
that
and the
thing
team
was-
sponsors.
Yeah,
it's pretty
Hermit
good.
had
More
one of
team
those.
replica bikes. That's something that's missing from the sport at the moment. Is I want to be able to go out and buy a replica team race bike.
I want to buy that replica team race.
Yeah.
I was actually
From
talking to
back
this
then.
about someone the other day. I was like, you imagine if you did like a Jackson Goldstone signature V10 right now,
Siggy.
that thing would be gone. Like
That would
sell so
How many
fast.
would you buy?
Probably get a couple.
No, you'd buy the
One or
Kieran
two.
Bennett signature.
Mortgage the house.
No one would buy that. No one would care. Available now at Walmart.
I'd buy a Kieran Bennett special edition something.
Some Kieran
wonder
Bennett
how
special
close-
edition secondhand Oakleys that you bought from me.
I'll do that again. Now that you're an Oakley guy again.
Here's an Oakley guy again.
I bought
I
some
wonder
Oakleys
how the
after you guys
Athertons did it.
decided I was an Oakley guy.
Yeah, sorry. We're going to park that and come back to it, KB.
Sorry, Red Dog. Something about the Athens.
Red Hog had
How
something
did the
insightful to
Athertons
say.
not win? Like Rachel did, but how neither G nor
Yeah,
Dan
they-
got second. Dan got second.
On a giant.
At,
But they,
Yes,
they were riding like the
Germany?
glory
Yeah.
prototype, weren't they?
Willingen.
Willingen,
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah. Willingen. Yeah.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
2006 as well.
Did they
But-
ride that real heinous boxy one where the shock was just protruding through the down tube, or did they have the quite cool one? They had
They
the
had
deep top tube.
they had like this one that they never went to production. They
Yeah,
had
they had
the
the prototype
the
one.
DH, like the one you were just talking about, like the one that Hermit rode. And Wynn had one that was ridiculously slack for some reason. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, we need to ask one about that.
Yeah.
That just looked like it was broken.
And then the Athertons had like one that was kind of like the boxy one, but it was more Iron Horse looking.
real in
that
between.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was cool, and they never
It's a
made
long
it.
time.
They made that
also rode
ugly
for
as one.
Muddy Fox.
Yeah,
Well, and he would have won on Muddy Fox, right? Or an intense.
but
Muddy
it was
Fox.
an intense.
Yeah.
Man, the UK's got a weird history of old downhill brands. Muddy Fox and Saracen.
Saracen, yeah.
Saracen came straight to mind. Lucas Shaw. I was cheering for Lucas Shaw. I
Me
really
too.
wanted to see him get a win.
He deserved a win. He deserves a win still.
They look good.
Yeah.
He seems like he's finally coming back to his like potential that seems like it got derailed at Santa Cruz. At the Syndicate, sorry.
Yeah, he should
He-
have won at the Syndicate, honestly.
He came in real hot early on, like out of juniors. He was real good for a few years, and he kind of faded off a bit, and it's like been up and down ever since.
Mm.
He's had a good year though. He's had some good results.
Is he now the number one Canyon rider?
No.
Henry Kiefer got third.
Henry Keith
so
is the number one Kenyan
is,
rider.
is
for
Henry
sure.
still staying as
Nah.
number one rider?
No, because Henry's younger.
No, it's Troy Brosnan. It'll always be Troy Brosnan.
No, it'll be whoever Fabian favours on the day.
True.
It's whoever
Good day
Fabian
for
whoever
Good day for
Fabian
Kenyan.
chooses to ride up front in the truck on the way home from the race. The others
You
have
can
to go
sit next to me.
back. Henry's just absolutely pumped. He's like, oh, I get sitting next to Fabian. He talked to me today.
Good day for Kenyon with a second and a third. I mean, I'm sure a win would have been much more preferable for them. They did get a win in the junior women's though. Letha Oscard won the women's. So
Yeah, they did.
They had a strong weekend, and Troy was seventh. So
They also got a win in the Best Kid of the Day award. That
You like the
kit
Troy
was
Lee stuff?
lit. Yes.
looked pretty good.
Troy Lee had an era a couple of years ago where they had a lot of kits like that. They were sort of like a solid colour, with a contrasting detail, and they were very cool. They need to go back to more of that, please. Especially because they're
Down some
matching
solid.
shoes.
Down with some solid colours. Jackson Goldstone in fourth, and crucially putting one spot between him and Loic to gain a few points on him going into the last round. So it's down to 72 points now between those two, with Loic still in front. What do you reckon? Jackson's good at Mont Saint Anne.
I think he's got it.
He
I'm
is.
surprised that Loic didn't close the gap on him in the race because Jackson lost a lot of time in the bottom half of the track.
Well, so did Loic when he went long on the double and like went into the lip of the next jump and then kind of came up short on the second double, and
that probably cost him.
That really like derailed his momentum at a pretty critical place.
Was Jackson the only person to do the triple?
Tyler Waite did it in the juniors.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, legend.
I don't know. I think Jackson's the only
jury's
elite.
out.
The only
On the
elite.
triple.
It was smooth though. He
made it look. He
butter
made it
over
work.
there. Yeah.
It didn't make him any time though.
No, that's true.
I reckon they must have timed that enough, the teams, to know that it wasn't faster. Surely.
That time everything. 72 points though. It's going to be interesting with the last round because the last round doesn't have qualifying points, so all the points are added into finals.
Yeah.
So everything's to play for in the final, which is quite good.
Yeah.
I don't know what the points breakdown is though. That would be like, I don't know, if Jackson wins, maybe Bruni would need to be second, maybe third. I don't know. I haven't looked at the proper points breakdown of the finals to work it out.
Who do you think wins MSA?
Jackson.
You don't think there's someone else in the mixer that could take it? You don't think the pressure will get to Jackson?
Maybe Troy pulls out another stunner like he did last year to win the final round of the year.
Yes. I'm always going to back Jack.
Or Lockie, because Lockie also put in a stunning ride there last year for a second right behind him.
Yeah. He seems like he is itching, eh? Unfortunate race for him this weekend. He looked like he was going well.
That was a bummer to see that crash.
He was pushing.
Andy Kolb is doing everything to show his value in some pretty tumultuous times over there at the YT mob right now. Fifth here, he's been strong. Man, he's had some pace at the second half of the season.
He really has. He's who's a hotter commodity, him or Double O?
I think I'd be taking Andy at this point.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
I think I would. Yeah,
he's a bit more proven, isn't he? He's got a bit more of a consistent track record.
I'll be interested to see where he goes.
But Ocean, he's got something lined up, because he's not running the team kit at all. He must have something worked out.
So rumor I heard was that Trek were trying to get him in the mid-season transfer window, because there's like a mid-season window where riders could transfer teams.
Was that a thing?
Yeah. There was a couple that transferred, like Roger Vieira officially joined the pivot team, so he would gain them points.
Right.
I think an XC rider moved up from like a development team into like a factory team. There was a couple that did. But yes, I'd heard that they were trying to bring him over to Trek for the back half of the season, but YT wouldn't let him out of his contract, and so YT have really fucked him the most out of everyone by the sounds of it.
So he's just pulled the bird on them.
I think so, because I think when he came through the finish, when he was in front of the camera, like he really made an effort to pull his Troy Lee, like pull the Troy Lee logo up to the camera. I think it was kind of like
ghosted his bike into the wall.
Yeah, there's nothing else on here. And then Valley rode ball practice in an all black kit.
Did she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It was still a YT kit though, eh? I think.
Nah, I think it was just.
Oh, was it Velocio?
No, I think it was straight black Troy Lee kit.
Was it?
But then she had to wear the rainbows, and obviously the rainbow jersey's got all the YT stuff on it for finals.
So I got a theory that because I read that the YT USA is still trading as normal.
Yeah.
Right. So they're still ordering supporting bikes and everything. I got a theory that there'll be some kind of US buyout or something, and that particularly because of these two rounds being in North America, I reckon they will have been able to retain the team because, particularly for the US, they'll want the representation. So if YT US is in fine shape, it would really suck for them to not have their riders racing at the US rounds. And so I reckon that they came in and did something, or
I don't
pump
think
some money or
anything's
something.
happened. I think they're all just there off their own back. Like Valley was in the SRAM pits. Was it Oisin was with like some forbidden privateer kind of setup. People, they were just everywhere. That looked like they were all on their own. Like in Wynn's post-race interviews talking to Valley, and she was like, yeah, I just brought my two main people with me. She had like her manager and her mechanic.
But I don't understand then why they'd be like, well, I suppose maybe you wouldn't do it out of spite, but they're still riding the full kit and everything, and they had the team manager was getting interviews at the bottom of the race instead of interviewing riders, which was a bit weird right after Remy's race run.
Yeah, I think it's over. I don't think there's much going. I mean, we talked about last episode. I'd heard that Valley was going to be on a common sale, which clearly she wasn't, but I'm still quite confident that will be where she is next year. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have made a lot of sense for her to switch bikes before coming to the last two rounds. But I think that'll be what she ends up on, and I think that YT team is completely dissolved from pretty much here on out.
Gonskis.
Yeah, I reckon.
You heard it here. Valley is on a common sale.
Well, we dropped that last round. It's been last episode. It's been pretty heavily rumoured that that's where she's going. I had a message from someone who'd seen her riding one in Europe, so I think that's a happening thing.
It's a done thing.
Makes sense.
Call it a fact.
What'll be interesting though, because I'd been told Commensal Les Oz, but it makes you wonder whether they would do that or whether they would pull her up to the muck-off team. But then is there too many big hitters in the muck-off team at that point?
She's not French enough.
That's true.
Hmm.
The other thing is with the Les Oz team, I think she's been coached by like Cecile Ravenel for a long time, and it's the Ravenels that own that team, so that would make sense. And I'm sure Commensal would front up the cash to have someone like Valley on there.
Plus, Max Commensal probably doesn't have enough room in his house for another child.
Do they all live with him, do they?
Yeah, no, because he adopts them.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bit like Steve Pete eats his children, or his riders' livers and appendixes. But Max Commensal just adopts his riders. They live with them in Andorra. So
interesting.
Is it like a bunk bed situation? Does he have big dwellers of bunks?
Yeah, and the weirdest thing about it is Amory was real concerned that he was going to lose the top bunk when Norris joined. Yeah. And he just stamped his mark on him. Yeah. Just booted him.
Now they're just got to worry about the Olrin brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Before we go out of elites, strong ride for Luke Wayman. I think he's only
very strong ride.
This might only be the second or third round he's qualified for this year, but that was good. He had a fourth in Q2 and then 12th in finals was strong.
Real strong. Great ride from him. Is he on a one and done with Atherton or more than 1 year?
I don't know.
Be a shame if he didn't get another crack.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough year for Atherton this year.
I mean,
there's been a lot to write home about.
I'd love to know
for a first year junior. It's been pretty good.
I'd love to know how that whole setup's going. Not necessarily the race team, but like the Atherton bike gig. Because there's a niche bike, and they they launched when it was all happy days in the bike industry. I mean, I couldn't possibly know, but I'd be curious to know whether or not they're still selling enough bikes at the moment.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
But they're the perfect downhill race chassis, though, aren't they?
They do look good. I do like the lugged frames look real cool.
Mm.
Have we got anything else to talk about in Elite Men? Should we move on? Anyone else stick out?
Meanwhile, from accounts was looking good. I enjoyed watching his race run. He is so tall.
Benoit is huge.
He's massive.
He's always great to watch.
He just galloped through those holes too.
Can we talk about those fucking things that Reece Wilson had clamped to his seat post?
No, they don't deserve the airtime.
Okay, good. Moving on. Happy with that.
Makes
Lots
no
of
sense. I don't
Americans.
get it.
Lots of Americans up there.
There was a lot of Americans.
Very East Coast.
Yeah. Well, they have Luca, Pinky. Good ride for Pinky. I thought he would have gone better than 8th, but
Yeah, me
good ride for
too.
Pinky. Gwyn, Dante Silva, first World Cup in a while.
Mm.
Jack Norton, Dylan Maples. Yeah, it's good showing from the Americans.
I really enjoy
Yeah.
watching Gwyn do pretty well.
It was nice to see
It
him
was savage
make
watching his
finals.
race run, but like I was terrified for him. I thought he was going to die, but man, I'm stoked that he had a good one.
Yeah.
Martin
He
Mays?
rode good.
Oh, Marty Mays was enjoyable.
Is Martin the top enduro turned downhill racer?
Well,
The answer is
arguably
yes.
Remy is.
Actually,
Remy
Luke,
did pretty well
you
in
keep
enduro,
getting
didn't he?
Luke and Remy mixed up.
Luke, sorry. Remy's
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
pub.
good point.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
That's an enduro guy right there.
There can't
Yes.
be many people who have won an Enduro World Series and Downhill World Cup.
That's a good point.
Luke,
What about
Hill,
people that
obviously
went
for sure.
like the
course.
other direction when all the retired downhill riders went and raced enduro?
Yeah, it's still like not a huge amount though, I wouldn't think. Like
Did Justin win a downhill World Cup?
No.
No.
Nah, like that would be a pretty interesting one to go looking into. Did Villiers
Is it
ever win an
only Luke and
EWS?
Hill? Who was that?
Villiers?
No.
He was
Yeah.
pretty strong. And
Yeah, he did.
Fabian?
Yeah. Fabian won
would have won.
the first one, didn't he?
He won the very first one, so Fabian's in there.
Oh, no, there is more than you think. When you go way back, there is.
Martin Mays.
Martin Mays, yep.
Do you remember when
Mays arguably, well, Mays did it basically while he was doing both as well.
Yeah, he did.
There's a few actually.
Yeah,
Still
there's more than you think.
pretty interesting one to look into. Actually, I've got one more person I need to bring up. Finn Isles is having a rough year.
He's not right. Well,
Nah,
right. Like
it's-
his back's cooked or something, isn't it?
I think so. It's not good.
Is that spot
Do you
in
reckon he
jeopardy?
stays? Do you reckon he stays at Specialised? Well, yeah, same.
I don't
I
think
can't
he
see it
does.
happening,
If
eh?
his contract's up, I don't think he chooses to be there either.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be maybe a bit of a mutual separation.
Yeah, I can't imagine that team would be particularly supportive if you're not doing well.
Yeah, it feels like one of those changes as good as the holiday kind of situations. Like he probably just almost needs a fresh start.
It's
Yeah.
got real
He-
Max Verstappen at Red Bull vibes. Like it's Loick's team, it's Loick's bike. He's done all the development on that thing. Even what's that? Matt Walker? No. Yes. No. The other rider.
Jordan Williams.
Jordan Williams, sorry. Like, he's not really carried on the form that he started in that team with.
Maybe this is like the Red Bull F1 car. You know, that bike's only
Was
good
it?
under Loic.
I think
was
so.
about to ask, I'm less convinced with that bike than the previous one. I reckon it's probably like the Red Bull car. Like, it's set up a certain way, and I don't know if that way always works. Like this weekend at the top, like it's always sitting a
It
bit deep
wasn't
in the
as
travel.
fun.
Works real mean in Europe. Like,
Yeah. And do you notice the way that Loic rides it? Like, especially when you see him sprinting, he's like a fucking gorilla on top of that thing. Like, he looks
Yeah.
like he runs it quite small, and he's such a
Yeah, he
beast
does.
that
Yeah.
he's just like over it.
yeah,
And that looks quite specific. Like, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's designed for the way he wants to ride a bike.
yeah,
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that team.
yeah,
Like-
definitely.
Who would
What-
they pull up? Maybe
If-
that's where you put Andy Cobb.
I
Would
think
be
that
a
they
bad
would have
call.
to start thinking about who comes after
A
Loic.
succession plan.
But then when Loic finishes, his mechanic Jack is finishing as well, right? Like
I think Jack's
he's done
actually
that
done.
bike. Oh,
I
really?
think Jack's finished this year. I think this might be his last season.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw something
big
on
call.
Instagram a few weeks ago, and it was a little bit cryptic, but it kind of looked like maybe he was done.
That seems like I can see that team. Okay, here's my hot take on what's going to happen with that team. Jack will finish up, and then all the knowledge and the institutional knowledge behind that bike will partly leave with him, and then eventually Locke will wrap up. I reckon he's got one more season in him, and that depends on what happens this year. And then I reckon that they will pull the whole team.
No, he's world champ. He's going another year for sure.
Well, yeah, but I don't think he's got much more than another one or two. I can't see him dragging it out. Like, if he's not winning, I don't see him doing a kind of a Steve Pete Menard sort of being there for a couple of years, even if he's not winning. Well, Menard was still winning his last year, but
maybe once Loic retires, they just shut the doors.
I think they shut the
slide
doors.
the doors across, put the lock on,
and then I think in a couple of years' time, you see Specialized come back with a full Specialized factory team.
Full of Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be interesting.
And they'll rebuild.
Because it's a French team. They'd probably be looking for someone French to kind of take over the reins, you'd think.
They either carry it on the way it is, or they scrap it and start again as an American team. But if they carry on the way that is, it's like, well, you need Loic.
Yeah. Now, time will tell. Elite woman, Valley Hole, finally gets a win and wraps the title up. So
what a hero.
For a shit year, it's been a pretty good year with a world champs and another World Cup Series title.
Yep.
That's an interesting story, eh? Like, the whole narrative for her all year was that she's just not on form, but she still wins the overall and world champs. Like, that's dominance. Even when you're not winning, you're winning.
Yeah.
Well, and with a race to go.
Yeah.
Bonus checks will probably be a bit rough.
They ain't going to be good. Well, Shram's on hopefully pay out.
Would you enjoy this one? She had a bet with someone that if she wrapped up the title before Montsanan, she'd race in shorts. And I really hope she pulls through on this year at St. Anne.
Oh, you have to.
See, this is the thing though, right? So she's won she's got the overall now, right?
Yeah, she wrapped that up.
Right, so she's got zero risk next race, but she's the hottest property in the paddock. Like, it'd be worth paying her thousands of dollars just to wear a logo on you. But can we get her for the final round?
Can we
send her a jersey?
Can we pull all our bank accounts together? How much will it cost?
Put it this way, if she turns up to the final round wearing a full YT kit, then there's something. It's not done and dusted. There's still something in the mix, and it might just be that she's honouring all her obligations so that she can get something out of it.
That's the thing. The only reason I could see it would be for when what will probably be a lawsuit comes to try and get what she's paid, because she has honoured all her commitments.
Yeah, she won everything.
Yeah. So, she just put her feet up at Montsanan.
Maybe she just doesn't race. Maybe she just gets in the com booth.
Just get on the plane and head home.
Maybe she just gets in the commentary booth and just critiques everyone's run. Just, you could have done that better.
If you won, say your dreams come true and you win the World Cup overall with a race to go, and you're in her situation, what would you do? What would be your? I don't know what KB would do, Chris. Do you know what he'd do? He'd race in a party
truck and
shirt.
go home.
He'd race in a party shirt.
Yeah, he would.
I would not race in a fucking party shirt.
You know what he'd do? He'd race, and then he'd get to the bottom of the track, and he'd say, "Hey guys, let's go have a beer, social ride."
Yeah.
Just something different.
Especially at Montsanan.
I reckon you'd use it just to try some different stuff. You know, what can we do here? What happens if I run a trail bike?
Yeah. I reckon sharp on a 26-inch bike.
That would be awesome.
I reckon she pulls out an iron horse.
That poses a question that came in from friend of the show, Luke Millington. He wanted He
Oh,
wanted
look.
us to debate
Long time listener.
what is the oldest downhill bike that could win a World Cup.
Today,
Yeah, I don't think it would be a very old one.
a GT Force.
GT Force.
Not a Force, sorry. A Fury.
Okay, well, let's pick them off. Would it have to be a 29, you think? Do you think that's enough of a differentiator?
Yeah, you ain't winning with a 27.5 front wheel at this point.
You reckon?
I
Come
think.
on.
Okay, so
If
is
it's
this,
the right
is
track.
this the best
No.
rider on that bike at any given time?
You can pick out a Jackson or a Loic or whoever and put them on it, but
Mhm.
I don't think you could put any of them onto a bike much older than, like, I don't know. I think it would still need to be at least in the 2090 era, for sure.
I think it depends a lot on the track. Like Sam Hill at Champery, I don't think
Like
the
now,
bike.
though? Like now, or back in his prime?
Nah, so
Yeah,
that
that's
run,
a hard one, because
that run at Champery, because I think that there's certain scenarios where those bikes, right on the point where they got the geometry right, but they were still on smaller wheels. I reckon there'll be certain scenarios where those bikes, certain riders, certain tracks, are pretty competitive.
yeah, it's pretty situational, though. Like, if you took Champery from 2007, when it was soft and, totally different to what it is now, then, yeah, a full 29 mullet race bike they're on now probably wouldn't be faster than what Hill rode down there on a 26-inch Sunday. But
Yeah,
it's
see,
a tough
whereas this track just gone, not a chance. Like
No.
Chris said, you're just getting swallowed by those holes.
I still think the modern bike beats it.
yeah,
I think you're probably
Yeah.
right. They ride these things
different bikes,
so
different
fast.
times, Red Dog.
Different bikes, different times. I can't
not
actually
beating them,
think
they're
of one
crazy.
that's like not like 5 years old, or
Nah, there's nothing much I can really think of.
Hey, would you guys excuse me for a minute? I'll be back in one moment.
You're excused,
Carry
but
on.
your pay's getting docked.
That's a fine.
All right.
Red Dog. Is this Miriam Nicole's first podium outside of World Champs this year? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm liable to be wrong there, but
Yeah, it's a good chance we're wrong, but it's a good ride by her. But Valley definitely stamped the authority on it with a damn near 3-second win. But
damn near.
Sasha Ernest on the box. What
Amazing.
a bloody
So
fantastic
good.
result.
She
But
looks
strong
fantastic
weekend
as well.
Second in Q1, and then a third. What I found quite interesting was this was in the men's as well. Like, Luca qualified first, finished second. Luke Myers-Smith qualified second, finished first. Valley went 1-1. Miriam went 3-2. Sasha went 2-3. So it's like everyone that was gelling with the tracks kind of pulled through for a strong result.
Sasha's been on the build since she came back.
Yeah, and I think it's perfect time for her going into the end of the season as well. Because I'm sure it's getting close to crunch time in terms of contracts and things like that. So she's been real good.
She's awesome to watch on a bike, eh?
She's got a fantastic style.
Really good style.
And it seems like she's one of the women that's kind of, as she's grown from being, because she's still pretty young, right?
She's only second year out of juniors, I think. First year.
Like a lot of those junior girls, like they're still pretty small and like they're riding big bikes. She kind of looks like she's kind of grown into the bike
She's
a lot.
quite tall.
Like, super physical. Gnarly.
Yeah, I think like when I did the podcast with her earlier in the year, like mid-season, she was kind of saying how it had been a tough transition into elite when you go from, winning a lot or being super strong in juniors to all of a sudden stepping up into this whole new field. Like the transition was quite challenging. So good to see her putting it all together.
You know who else I enjoy watching is Gloria Scarzi.
You've been on this from the start. I remember this earlier in the year too.
Yeah, she's got a wicked style and she's had a good season. And she's riding a Z-Rod.
She is. She was good at
Uh,
enduro too.
Couldn't. What's enduro?
Yeah, I didn't think you guys would know about that.
No.
Sucker
Is
cross.
that still a thing?
Ask Lester. I think he might know.
Yeah. Well, I would, but he's not here. He didn't make it tonight.
I'd do an
Hmm.
enduro.
Well,
Would you?
you and the other 5 people can go do it.
Hmm.
Do you guys reckon that Lester couldn't make it tonight because he is in fact in a painter's suit on the trainer with the heater going full blast?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I reckon
actually-
he's in a bivvy bag somewhere.
He's been very quiet on the Walker Prep this year. He's been quite sly, I think.
What did he race? He raced was it Whangamata race? Something.
Yeah.
Rock.
Black Rock
Let's see.
Enduro.
Yeah, and he went all right. And
AXC.
I reckon that's a strategically timed event. He's coming in hot.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of bivvy bags, I bought one of those last week.
Oh my god. Fantastic. That's really good to hear.
What do you do? Renegades muster, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, KB. This, you know, have you been following any of this bullshit?
Nah.
This has gone so far off piece.
I'm not in that
It's-
group chat, thank God.
Okay, so this is the format for this race that these dipshits are doing. So you start. You have to get yourself to the start line.
That's all right.
You have
There's nothing wrong with that.
before you
It's
take
easy.
off. You have to unpack all of your kit, and you get docked points for anything that uses synthetic materials. So you get additional points for anything that's using natural or hemp materials.
Is this legit?
Yeah,
No.
you take off, and you have to carry all of your own shit, your own food and everything. But you're only allowed to eat creamed rice, and you have to carry a Bowie knife so that you can hunt dead animals to feed yourself. You can, as Red Dog pointed out, take a bivvy bag, but you get extra points if you just sleep in a ditch. And it's 45 days. You're not allowed to change kit, and you're not allowed to take any spares. You've got to fix all your own shit on the side of the road by yourself.
Yeah, that's about it.
And there's a policy where if you use number 8 wire off a farmer's fence or baling twine, you do have to return it after the race. You got to ride back out to where you got it from and give it back. But
Fix
if
the
you
fence.
repair your bike that way, you get extra points.
Do you get
No,
more
it's
points
bang on.
for the less sleep you have?
Yeah, and you also get docked points if you talk to each other during the event. So
This sounds like it's made for Emma Bateup.
she'll probably be there.
Yeah. This is like she loves sleeping in a ditch and just riding till she's cross-eyed, so she'd probably smash it.
Yeah, she would. I don't know how. I'll see if she's going.
That's about right, isn't it, Red Dog?
Yeah, no, that's bang on. Yeah. Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the
Like
head.
we have gone sideways.
Yeah, both rides I did on the weekend, KB. Both of them were involving aero bars.
Oh,
Excellent.
fucking hell!
That's
I've
so
ridden
good
my
to hear.
trail bike this last couple of weeks, and it's been so good.
Should we talk
Trail
about some
bikes
downhills?
are
Sure.
so good.
We're nearly
You
done.
know what? Speaking of that, actually, KB, I'm going to get the zeroed out. I'm going to go and hit a lap somewhere. I don't know where, and I'm not going to tell you where, but I'm going to ride the zero.
I hope you do.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably kill
I
me.
can tow you up the hill on the e-bike.
It's a great idea. I was
Yeah.
actually thinking about this the other day. Is that
I'm
what,
there for you.
How many people do you think you could tow? Like, could you do e-bike supported shuttles?
Depends how much effort the towies want to put in as well.
We'll put Red
Like, you
Dog
can't
on
just
the
sit
e-bike. He
there.
can do the pedaling. Yeah, can you do me some downhill shuttles?
Yeah, we'll just tow
That'd
you
be
up the hill.
Oh, brilliant.
Are we sure
speaking
a
of-
Bosch motor can pull that? Are we sure?
You goddamn
go
right
down,
it can. You wash your mouth out.
We'll be out with we're going to get out on the turn.
We still supply true e-bikes to the market and not dirt bikes hidden as pedal bikes with 1,000 watts. Okay,
Great to hear.
I'm getting this back on track. Max Allren is really, really good. He was second fastest overall. That is...
That's
I
fucked, isn't
don't
it?
buy it. I don't buy it. That track was way worse. I don't buy it.
There was a notable
won't win a
difference
World-
between the women's and the men as well, by the way.
He won't win a World Cup next year. Stamp it.
I could go either way on that. I could go 50-50 on that one, on him winning a World Cup next year.
So he's
It's
into
a
a
bold. It's a bold call.
Yeah. Yeah, all those fast juniors are moving up pretty much. One of the only like real first year juniors that's been strong is Jonty.
Jonty.
So
It's going to be a great year. I'm really excited to see the Allround brothers move up.
and Asa,
Are
And
they
Asa,
all
of course,
staying
yeah.
with their current teams?
believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, Asa
Yeah.
signed an extension for sure, and I would imagine the Olren brothers are going to Common Sale. Well, we'll be
Yeah.
staying with
Oh,
Common
Well,
Sale.
they were talking about
they're
it
on a
podcast, yeah.
lifetime contract with.
Well,
with
they
Max.
do
I
move
think they
out
are.
of Max's bedroom, like out of the cots. They sleep in the cots at the moment.
And they also get to sit at the big boys' table
Did you
at
guys?
dinner time.
Did you guys pay attention to qualifying where Max was 8 seconds faster than second place?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
What a savage.
Ace has been coming back. He's been on a slow build this season. I thought he was going to come in firing after like Red Bull hardline at Tasmania at the start of the year, but it just goes to show that hardline doesn't mean anything.
I was thinking about this and listening to the Jake's episode about how especially these young guys get a bit thrown sideways with technical setups and everything and having to do all the fucking testing and development and everything.
This was my theory of Ace's just got a simple bike with a nice low-key team and he can just get on the bike and ride it. That's all these guys need.
He seems like someone, and he's a kid, so he probably is someone who needs to be having a good time. And I reckon throwing that backflip was probably like that. He probably did that because he was having fun,
Loosen
and
up.
that I reckon was the indicator that he was back on track. Needs to loosen up. These kids need to loosen up.
It was funny. Might have even been in Wynn's post-race interview with Miriam, and she was talking about how like Max and Till, she's like, they never ask any questions. They just go ride their bikes. They don't think about anything. All they do is ride.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what they need to be doing at that age.
I reckon so. Even like you remember Loic, like a long time ago when he was young, when he was racing with Hermit, like he was like those guys. He was pretty funny. He was pretty loose. Probably pretty smart with his bike, but like he was, they don't need to go all the way to that level of technical setup and everything right from the get-go.
Yeah, there was a different era when Loic was in juniors. There was like people weren't running telemetry on bikes all through practice and things like that. So,
having said that, wasn't Vilios working with that team back then?
Yeah, he was. He was like a technical coach, kind of.
And if anyone was going to be doing fucking telemetry in those days, it would have been him.
Solid as a rock as always, Tyler Waite with another podium. Man, he's been good this year. It's you love to see it. It's great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Same with Jonty. 4th place for Jonty. Man, those two kids have just been absolutely firing.
Zone.
I'm almost at a point where I'd go and spectate a New Zealand national if all of these guys came and raced. How good would a packed New Zealand national field with the current Kiwis out racing World Cups juniors and seniors?
Rankworks Rotorua would be good because that's going to be national champs. So that would actually be quite a good race for that.
Is the Kahutawara Challenge still on? Because I'd go to watch Jonty at that.
I'd go to watch that. I'd go to watch Red Dog at that.
Yeah, I'd love to go to that. There's a couple of problems. They don't have a downhill track anymore. That's probably the biggest one.
That's an issue.
Yep.
I think you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm right here, but I'm pretty sure Jonty's mum bought an OTB t-shirt last year.
No
Really?
way.
Maybe it was. Yeah, there was.
That's great stuff.
There was a Williamson, and the t-shirt got sent up to Palmy, so I think that was his mum. So
I'll
Right, we need
shout out
to
Jonty's mum if she's a listener.
we need to get
Otherwise,
that,
maybe it's Jonty.
that bucket hat helmet that you were talking about done, Red Dog.
yes. Yep.
I think that's a great
Look,
idea.
if Jonty's mum or Jonty is listening, I'll fund some OTB merch for Jonty.
Yeah, we'll send
Palmy
it up.
Zone. Yep.
I think we should get two of the four podcast hosts are from Palmy. I think we should have a Palmy specific
Yeah.
merch run.
We
Palmy
should have
Corner.
a Palmy specific merch
What's
run.
on it? Yeah.
Stock
Do
cars.
we need to design a t-shirt, Red Dog? Yeah, stockies.
Windmills. Underage
What was that jump? The graveyard coffin jump? What was it?
Yeah.
The graveyard. Can we have like an outline of that? Like a,
of Trent putting a frame on it?
Trent from Punchy.
Yeah.
I think next OTB t-shirt's just a tribute to Palmy DH. And can we pull
Palmy.
Levin into that as well?
Oh, I think LVNDH has a logo, actually.
All
They
I've
didn't
got
back in the
now
day.
in the back of my, running through the back of my mind is that song White Trash. Was it Stereogram?
Hey, come on. Come
Yeah.
on. You, come on.
Hey, hey,
It's from
hey.
Nelson.
Hey.
It was the
Yeah,
talk
it's
of
good.
the stock cars and all of that.
I think next OTB, Lester, if you're listening, can you get on the design software? We need a t-shirt that's a tribute to Lower
Microsoft,
Central North Island downhill.
Yes.
Palmy, Whanganui,
Yes.
and Levin.
North
Wonga,
Island.
Palmy, like the golden triangle that is Palmy, Whanganui.
Golden triangle of Lower Central North Island DH.
Yeah.
The Golden Shower Triangle.
When we put Taranaki in there, because it kind of makes it a quadrant.
No, that's too far away.
But I mean, Nathan Sherrod he'll be disgusted if we leave fluff out of it. You know, like that's a golden
That's
era.
true.
Right there. Yeah.
It's
It is true.
the Lower Central and Western North Island.
Yeah.
Right, speaking of North Island-
we'll brainstorm a few options.
Yeah.
All I've got left for downhill at this point is Ali in junior women. Qualified first, but a third in finals, which I'm sure she's probably pretty pissed off with, knowing the way she's been firing. But great to see her on the box again.
Yeah. Yeah. She's trending in the right direction,
Yeah.
but she must be a bit disappointed.
Well, I think she's probably quite frustrated. Can we talk about why Rick always refers to bikes as big? He always talks about
Use
people.
it in a sentence.
Reece Wilson, he's muscling that big Gammix down the hill. Things
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
It's that big Mondraker machine. I heard that one as well.
Okay.
Everything is a big.
So
Every downhill bike has to be a big machine.
Rick's
right.
got his
They are big. Really?
Rick's got a few sayings like that.
Early doors.
Early
Doors has gone away.
It has. I think someone said something to him.
Low rever.
Yeah, like Bruni.
Yeah.
We
Actually,
know he's a low river.
I've got a question. Why do they only talk about the heart rate thing with lower?
There's
No one else
only
gets
certain. Nah, there is. There's only certain people that are running the Whoop live.
So they must have a
And
deal
they do
going
talk
on.
about it. It does come up when he quite often throws in the like, we can see the blah 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 on the Whoop live. So that gets thrown in there.
I seem to only notice it when Lowett comes on.
I got a quick XC topic. Sammy Maxwell still holding on to that points lead by 183 points going to the last round. So Jenny Risveds has had a strong last few races chasing her down. So hopefully Sammy can pull through. You'd love to see it.
Do you think this is the golden era of New Zealand mountain biking?
In terms of World Cup racing, I would say we are in a better position than we have ever been. Especially downhill racing.
It's good
Pretty
stuff.
good at the moment.
No.
Whoa,
Definitely not.
whoa.
No,
Hey,
not
whoa,
in the
whoa,
elite
whoa.
men.
You know what?
No.
I have actually. I'm turning tail on this real quick because then when you go back to the likes of Cam Cole, Brooke McDonald, Sam Blinkersop, Justin Leof, all around there in that same era.
George
George had some podiums.
So if we check back
George
in,
went good on the East Coast.
in 2 years' time, when all those
Remember George's
juniors-
run from Wyndham?
Yeah,
Oh, that was a great run. Most
Yeah.
entertaining, worst run of downhill
It's
World
one
Cup
of the
ever.
greatest. Yeah.
George.
Yeah, that was pretty damn good, that era, to be honest.
It was.
Rankin.
I like that. Like that era we lived in. I really do.
I tell you what, though. Speaking of juniors, the secondary schools mountain bike champs were held in Nelson this week, just gone. And fuck me, it's changed. They're sponsored by an investment company for the event this year.
Forsyth Bar.
Forsyth Bar.
Yeah.
Like, we got Rocky Road, the granola company.
Rocky.
No, Bush Road.
What about Rocky?
Bush Road.
Bush Road.
What about
sorry.
Yeah, Bush Road? Rocky Roads was the one that sponsored the World Cup
World
and
Cup,
never
yeah,
paid
Bush
a
Roads.
thing.
There were 600 people here. And I tell you what, there was a lot of downhill bikes cruising around.
The amount of four-wheel drives with big vertical, like 6 wide vertical racks on them around town, filled with bikes, was just.
I tell you
they
what,
were like sore thumbs.
I mean,
stuck
the three
out
of us
everywhere.
really have to start saving money because a Ford, you have to have a Ford Everest. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a $75,000 truck out the gate, or a Raptor. You've got to have a downhill bike, cross-country bike, and an enduro bike for your kids. And then you've got to have an e-bike as well, so
That's
that
what
you
you've
can
got to
keep
have
up
for
with them.
yourself.
Yeah. And you got to have one of those bike racks, which has got more steel in it than a shipping container. Like, it's an expensive sport for a dad.
It really
I'm
is.
nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have we got ourselves into?
Why?
Yeah, what's
See,
happened?
parenting's all about modelling behaviour you want to see in your kids, though, right? So, I mean, Red Dog's kids don't stand a chance. They'll be bike packing in the next couple of years.
Yep.
So.
Yep, they will be. No, they've got a long way to
Like
go before they get to that end of the spectrum, though. They start off
What,
at the
bike
cool
packing?
end,
Oh, you've
and
got to
then
go
they get
through.
to
You've
where
got to
I
go
am.
through mountain biking to get to bike packing.
Yeah, you got to kind of progress through. KB will get there one day.
You've got to earn your stripes.
Yeah.
I'll quit.
I'm selling my gravel bike.
Yeah,
Chris,
good.
you're
You
not
can
coming
get
to
a
Rotorua.
bike-packing bike.
You've pulled the pin, haven't you?
I think I have.
You
I've got
think? I think I
three
have.
weeks.
You've pulled the pin.
I think I've got a fair enough reason.
Yeah.
I
You've
think
just had a second child, so
Yeah, well,
it's
I didn't.
probably a
My wife
pretty good
did, but-
time. Well, you didn't.
Yeah.
You only had a few seconds in the part of that.
Yeah, I was involved in the early stages.
Yeah. Early investor.
I don't think I'm going to make start line.
All right. Well,
I think I'm actually in better
we're
shape
going
than
for
I
a
was
ride.
last year.
you could just come and hang out. You could feed
Well,
us.
I think that would defeat the purpose.
It's probably actually worse to go and do that.
I would really like to be there. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and sneak up, do the 50. Well, that's sold out. So
Yeah, no, you're out of luck. Well, where I was going with that is
I've made a
that
contribution,
if you haven't seen it on Instagram, is we are doing a wee low key get together. We're going to go for a bike ride.
a gathering.
We'll have some tasty beverages. A gathering, the OTB podcast gathering.
It's going to be like the Vor barbecue at Castle Rock. It's going to be like that.
With less hot tub. I don't want to.
So anyway,
in a hot tub.
I don't know what's going on there. I didn't go to that. Friday, the Friday of the Walker, October the 24th at 4:30, meeting at the Maxxis tent, because where else? Great tyres, great people. Might even have some Maxxis tyres to give away. That's something I've been working on too. So,
Jerry be there?
KB will be on
Jerry
hand
be
with a
there?
Sharpie.
Jerry is coming. Jerry
Good.
will be attending this ride.
If you turn up with anything other than Maxxis, KB is going to take to them with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
I'll actually, just to make it easier, I'll just have a can of black spray paint, because that just gets the job done real quick. No, so we're just going to go out for a ride, and then have some beverages afterwards. I believe we've got some beverages from our good friends at State of Play on the way, and also friend of the show, Best Build Wellington, is going to supply some some beverages for the event as well. So low key though, because we don't want the people doing the 50 to go and write themselves off before the event.
How
For
many
us.
people are we expecting here? Like 3 or 4?
4 to 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking 4 to 5. Like me, you, Lester, Jerry,
Couple others.
I think
Jerry.
I'll come up
Camel.
for this.
There we go.
This
There
sounds
you
like
go.
a good time.
Cam Cole.
Horse. Yeah.
No, hopefully we'll get a few. I think Squirt's going to send us some wee giveaways as well for people who attend. So yeah, should be a bit of fun. Come
Brilliant.
join us. Come hang out.
Well,
We'll
have
go
you got
for
a
a bike
route?
ride.
Maybe Chris can plan the route for us.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, he knows.
Yeah, I'll
he
just
knows
be
road real well.
Taking those out to Mossy Loop.
Yep.
And I'll just what I'll do, I'll take you guys on a guided tour of my cramp locations. And my
Oh, that'd
What
be
if
my
we
good.
dial
lowest
him in?
points.
What if we dial him in? Like I'll wear him like on my chest.
Wearable.
He can, yeah,
It's a good option. On an iPad, like a boomer on a holiday.
yeah, like that. Yeah.
Maybe
Bring
I'll
them
just
along.
fly up for that. I think that'd be a good trip. Just come up for the pre-race event.
Yeah, you need to be up there for a bit on Friday afternoon, and
Yeah.
It's all you.
Saturday morning. Call it a trip.
yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, we do technically have another a show partner, KB, for this.
Yeah, I did say that
You
our
mentioned
friends at
them.
State of Play were. Yeah.
So
were you listening
we
or
mentioned
no?
this a couple of weeks ago. Our you know, what's it called? Visualize it. It'll happen. Sort of
You
approach.
You
Yeah.
actually manifested this into reality. It was quite outstanding.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
State of Play is we got a beer sponsor.
Yeah,
How good's that?
it's quite amazing.
Yeah. So I'll
Yeah,
drop
I
some
think
beers
you
around to
pulled
your
that one
house, and I'll pick up some Squirt from you.
Sounds good. I'll swap you some liquid for some liquid. Chain lube for beers.
I'll drink the chain loop.
Probably best not to. I'd advise against that. But the beers are tasty, and they're non-alcoholic as well for us athletes, which is fantastic.
There's not going to be many left.
Yeah, this is not a surprise either.
Yep.
No, I've
I mean,
actually set my sights now on our battle royale KB at the spectacle.
We're going on foot.
Yeah.
We're racing on foot for all the glory.
Yeah, I
I've been contemplating that.
get in there, Red Dog.
Thinking about putting together a trip down.
How hard could
Will you ride there?
23Ks
Please
be?
tell me you'll ride here.
No, I won't ride there. No, because I won't be long to finish that other big ride. The one where I'm sleeping in a Hessian sack.
You can choose. You can have a Hessian sack or a potato sack.
Filled with potatoes.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That could be an official Nelson Off-Road Club Association event.
Yeah. I could.
I mean, sure.
I'll get some OTB running hats. Some of those, like the running.
I wouldn't mind that.
Cool
Actually,
running
that'd be quite
5-penny
good.
ones.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
I'll work on that. You have to come to the event to get one though. That'd be fantastic. You should come down because that's my birthday just before then. So it's basically like happy birthday. Go do a stupid running race.
Yeah, that sounds
Great
great.
option. Well,
I'll look into it.
If you want to see,
I've been looking into it.
if you want to see KB push his body, like if you want to see KB's mind push his body beyond its physical limits, come and watch this running race. It'll be an absolute treat.
That's entirely how I expect to finish it. It's
What are you
just a
now?
real
38 KB.
I will be.
And so
at
how
the
long?
time of
How
the
long have
event.
you been racing bikes competitively?
Fuck, 24 or 5 years, I guess.
Right. So you've got 25 years of muscle memory that just says go as fucking hard as you can. Shut up, legs. Keep going. Right. And you're going to pile all of that into a sport that you almost never do in a race format on a distance that you probably won't do before the race.
No chance.
Absolutely.
But how could it go wrong?
My approach to bike racing.
Hey, people that race marathons don't run marathons all the time, right? So
He's got you there.
I know a
He's got you
guy.
there.
I know a guy who literally got diagnosed with like disintegrating bones because he did too much Iron Man. Friend of the show, Malcolm Cleland. That's what's going to happen to you.
Nah, because this
Well, he's not
I'm
going to
not
do
going to
too
take up
much of it.
triathlon. Yeah.
You're not going to have any cartilage left in your knees.
It's my hips that I'm more worried about.
Yeah, they're shot. Good stuff. Hey, I've got a quick question for you guys. Now that I'm a father of two,
Yep.
I discovered something new that I'm doing. Hiding my injuries from my wife. I had a crash the other day, and I was like, I wasn't supposed to do that. Let's just see if I can keep this hidden. Do you do that?
Occasionally, but
Nah,
not really.
nah.
Red Dog
Our
doesn't crash.
relationship's built on openness and trust.
Would you call it an open relationship?
No, I don't. I can't think of a time where
I'd say your relationship is built on acceptance for the decisions that you make, like becoming a bike packing enthusiast.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't say. I don't know.
It's pretty hard to
Can't
hide
say
your
I've
injuries when you're in a
say I've
helicopter,
hidden
right?
any injuries from my
He
wife
did
because
try.
the last
He
couple
did try to hide that one where he came out in a helicopter. He tried to hide it.
I reckon that's what happened there, eh? Like, he was out of range. It wasn't that. He just didn't want anyone to know.
No.
He's
No,
like, can I get away with this?
I'll be at the
I
cafe
called
in
her
15.
and told her that I was getting an ambulance. So I kind of panicked her on that one because I probably just shouldn't have called her. But I was only going out for an hour, and that was like an hour, and I was lying on a skid site with a pretty busted up body. So
You're not having a Red Dog. He got in that chopper and he said, "Please, can you just fly me to Wellington?" Because he was worried about being seen.
they were
Yeah.
going to take
Didn't
me to
want to be seen?
Christchurch,
Oh!
and I was like, "Please don't take me to Christchurch."
You would have had to get yourself home from there as well.
They were like, "We might take you to Christchurch," and I'm like, "You don't need to take me to Christchurch." I'm like, "Just take me to Nelson," and so they did.
Hey, I've got another question. Another, do you guys do this?
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Who's most likely to end up as a? No, so you're out for a ride. Do you listen to music when you ride?
Yeah, that's all I do.
No.
I can't ride without music.
What if you're out with friends? Still his music.
Yeah, I don't want to talk.
He's one of those guys that goes riding with mates with headphones on.
Mm.
He actually
How
is.
often
I
do you?
went riding with you
How
there.
often do you
Most
see
months.
me out riding socially?
Never.
Exactly.
I live around the corner from you. So
I either listen to podcasts or music. Podcasts on the mountain bike because it's slower speed and I can hear them.
do you keep the podcast running when you drop into a trail?
No,
Do you change
always
it?
on, always paused.
Okay, so
Oh, so nothing
be honest now.
when you drop in.
Do you ever put the Seeker on by the Who and just pretend that it's Earthed?
Just pretend I'm Nathan Rennie
Yeah.
and Whistler.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know that section too well.
Mm.
No, I don't like listening to it when I'm descending.
What, music at all?
The music. No, I pause it at the top of the trail.
I could record like a motivational speech and you could listen to that when you're riding.
I need to hear what's going on. I need to hear bike noises, contact, things like that. Contact points with the ground.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't like not being able to hear that stuff. Like I know guys who there was guys who would race with music in. I remember Rankin went through a period of racing nationals with an iPod. This is going back a long time ago because it was an iPod.
And he used to
he'd
have
be
a
at the
little
top,
one, eh? An iPad,
and
an
they would have
iPod
to-
Mini.
Yeah, they'd have to give him like a hand 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 because he couldn't hear them because he just had whatever it was
so
just
good.
blasting.
See, I reckon that would have been because he would have been sponsored by Skull Candy or something. And so like and he would have gotten to the bottom of the track and put the Skull Candy. Red Dog was sponsored by Skull Candy.
Skull Candy was
So
the
it
real
was.
Christchurch rider thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the Christchurch
Yeah.
riders.
A lot of headphones out of them.
Red
Actually.
Dog
Jimmy
got into
Wilson.
snowboarding when he was sponsored by Skull Candy.
That was good, actually.
That would have been a good time.
The other thing, well and truly off piste, listeners who have watched Earth 5, Law of Fives, I'm pretty sure,
Yes.
will be familiar with a scene of our own Kieran Bennett that opens with him doing a burnout.
No, that's Earth
No,
4.
it's 4.
Was it 4?
Death or Glory.
Okay, my bad. Well, I saw the rod the other day, Red Dog,
Oh,
and it
jeez,
made
I
me
was jealous.
think, what how much would you contribute for KB to do a remake of his clip, like modern KB?
Is he on that Foes?
He can write whatever he wants.
I tried to hunt down that Foes a few times.
Did you?
I believe there's a guy in Wanaka who has it.
What, the 2-to-1? Or was
Nah,
it
not the 2-to-1, the black one.
No, because you're on the 2-to-1 in that video, right?
Oh, I was on the 2-to-1 at that point. That was a terrible bike.
Yeah, I was going to
Almost
say,
as bad
no
as the
way you hunted that thing
9.1.
down. Yeah.
Nah, that thing went back to Foes. Nah, the black mono that I had at the start of that year. I tried to get that.
You Triple X.
Oh, that'd be fine with that.
Nah, 40s. The first generation of 40s on that one.
Oh, yeah. See that eyebrow raise there? He knew it, eh?
I rode that one in the park, and KB rode my D8 and broke his finger.
I slammed my hand into a fence post.
Yeah.
Still got a podium that race.
Yeah, you did. That was like your best result. That that track at Fringe, I see they raced that.
That's what they raced the secondary schools on.
That last skate down looked cool. I wanted to ride that.
I spent quite.
Good.
There's been a few years of campaigning going in to get that track back, and we finally managed to get it across the line to rebuild it for this race. It was kind of the catalyst of getting it going again. So, what was quite cool though is Jamie, who's the trails manager here, and I went up with him to go basically just bush bash and mark out the track. We were finding bits of race tape with New Zealand Community Trust Mountain Bike National Series. This hill has been logged, like, what year are we now? 16 years ago it got logged, and there are still bits of race tape and old foam pads we found on the hill.
That's amazing.
2007? Was that the last time we raced it? Yeah.
2007 was the last time we raced it, and I was like, because I spent so much time on that hill, I was like, right, I think we're going to would have gone along this ridge, and we're just bush bashing, and I'm like, well, here's some race tape, we're in the right place. Like, it was amazing.
Another archaeological downhill dig. Because that's not the first time that's happened.
We had archaeological berms last time.
Yeah.
No, it was good. That's a real fun track. It's come up real good. So
is it very similar?
Yeah, we tried to build it kind of just in that real wide, like just cut it back super wide, leave it real natural. It's pretty fun. So
are there trees on it?
That's good. Yeah, they're all big mature pines now. So it's all just like wide open underneath, loamy.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool. Really good fun.
Is there still the big off camber before the road that you hit the tree on?
That's a wee bit different down the bottom now.
So if we did remake that edit Red Dog, we'd have to remake that section as well, where he just fucking demos.
It was hard. I remember it being.
That was a fast off camber too.
Quite a gamble, and you had to hold. You couldn't touch the brake to get across it. Pretty much, you had to be
there,
full pace.
You smash trees when you touch the brakes. It's no good.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Was fun.
Yeah, I'll tell you up there, Chris. You can ride the Zero down there.
That's a good idea.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Should we do it this weekend?
I'm away this weekend, so we can't do it this weekend.
Yeah,
we'll do it after the Walker.
There's probably a guy with a DJI that would be happy to take you out, Chris. If you got any excuses.
Red Dog's fired.
Red Dog's out. I'm a Bosch guy, eh? I'm a Bosch guy through and through.
I should really bring you a charger over. I'll bring you a charger over.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And if ASAP Rossi's listening, hey mate, just Bathurst this year, if there's a couple of spare tickets, Chris and I are keen. Just KB's filtering them out. So let us know when we need to be there, and we'll be there.
I bet you what's happened every year for the last how many years that KB's been with Bosch. What they've done a like a whip around in the office at Bosch and gone, does anyone want these 10 tickets to Bathurst? You can take your friends, your family,
hospitality.
And not many of the people in the Bosch office are that keen, and people have gone to KB. KB, do you want these? You do such good work in New Zealand. Do you know anyone?
If only I worked in the office,
included, like
I might
flights, everything. And KB's just gone, nah,
not for me.
Not keen. Not
Hey,
not busy. They got
You
jobs
guys
on.
should know as well as anyone that if it's free, it's for me. And I would have
Yes.
gone if that was the case.
Look,
Oh.
I'm wanting to get to the bottom of this. Chris, I think he's been withholding them.
I think it's
Surely.
been withholding them.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit like the Maxxis situation.
All right, parting thought for this podcast. We've got friends of the show, Troy Lee Designs. Not an official sponsor of the show, but the OTB, I think it's just OTB podcast discount code still works there. Nathan Rankin used it last week to buy some new kit,
That's
so
so good.
that was a real full circle moment.
Full circle.
That's awesome. Did he buy a peaked helmet though?
I don't know what he bought. I didn't get that deep, but it was just nice to see
That's
that we were
amazing.
giving back to a legend.
He did so much
Preferred
for Troy
kit
Lee back in
supply?
the day. He shouldn't be paying.
No. Yeah. Right.
Oh, I had one
You've
question.
got something else, don't you?
Yeah, but I forgot what it is.
That's good.
Never mind.
Shall I wrap it up for you? Remember?
No, I've remembered now. While he's not here, I want to talk about Leicester. You guys
not nice.
might recall, listeners might recall as well, a few episodes back when he was paying me out for not sending his tyres to him. He said, if you send those tyres to me, I'll send you some Fillmore valves from my personal collection. Do you recall that?
I think I do, actually.
Yeah, there's a recording of it.
You have to go listen to it.
Well, I did the other day. I can't remember what it is. So if any of the listeners want to find that, that'd be great. But why would you? But yeah, so Leicester, if you're listening, I need some valves, please.
All right. Glad we got that one out there.
Cheers.
All right, boys, that's enough. We've got Mont Saint Anne this weekend. I'm done with you guys. It's time to go to bed.
When you say you're away this weekend, is it because you're going to be at Mont Saint Anne?
Yes. Yeah, I'm flying in.
He's away. See ya.
Yeah, I'm delivering race kit to Valley, OTB race kit.
Get those Palmer shirts done.
Mont Saint Anne this weekend. Looking forward to that. Last round of the season. So we will reconvene next week to discuss that one, obviously. And then we're on to the Walker pretty much. But thanks again, Maxxis Tyres, Fox Suspension, and Squirt Chain Lubes now joining the show. Also thanks to the liquid refreshments from State of Play. So great to have you all here. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
All right.